I love music and I have to do it. If someone's not feeling what you're doing, I don't think it hits the same. I'm a dichotomy right in the chest. Let's rock the house.
It'll make you look when you know you shouldn't. Make you make a last call decision, normally you wouldn't.
Miss Shannon Kain, I am so excited to be able to sit here and chat with you before your upcoming album release show here at JAX SongStage.
Thank you so much. I'm just delighted to be here. Campus JAX is a very special place for me.
You're going to be with your whole band, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, these are tremendous musicians I've been playing with, and these guys are just professionals, and you're going to get a little bit of everything. A little country, a little blues, a little rock and roll, and it's going to be fun.
I would expect no less from you, my darling. What is the name of the album?
Well, this is my debut album, so I just came out there with a self-titled, and that's just my name, Shannon Kain.
Because you are Shannon Kain.
That's right.
So these songs that are on this album, is this something that you sat down and wrote specifically with this album in mind? Or are these songs that you've been working on for a long time?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, I think I've probably been journaling since, junior high or middle school. Started writing songs probably about 10 years ago. Some of these I even probably started writing and then finished in the recent years. Of the 11 songs on the album, I'd say a lot of those I wrote within the last 5 years. So it's just super fun to see them come to fruition and with a full band and just see them become something that I envisioned them being.
From the effort you made, you showed me how you feel. I'll never be the same. Got it bad, never had it so good. Say talk is cheap, but you love me good.
And if you have a producer you love, they have additional ideas. How much collaboration did you have while you were in the studio?
A lot, actually. So I had the good fortune to meet Randy Hess in a country band a few years ago. From there, he's the one that's produced this album, and his musicianship is just top-notch. So we would listen to my demos kind of in the early days and just decided what we heard on each song. It might be a little bit of fiddle, it might be pedal steel, it might be lap steel, harmonica. I mean, it's soup to nuts just in terms of the instrumentation, and it's fabulous because it really did elevate and enhance songs that were pretty packaged already as a demo, but definitely really came to life with all that instrumentation. So I'm very grateful to him and his ear and the musicians we got to play.
There's nothing, in my experience, like expecting an album, hearing the album, but then seeing it live for the first time, especially on this stage.
I've been performing at SongStage for about 2 years now, and this is just a very special place, so it made the most sense to have an album release showcase here, and I'm just delighted to do it. So thank you very, very much for that.
Talking about your music, when did you start playing guitar? Because I know that you and I've talked before, you wrote a lot of poetry, you've done a lot of things. When did you make that transition, pick up a guitar and say, you know what, I'm going to start writing some songs?
Yeah. I would say I picked up a guitar in middle school. My brother and my cousin just ripped that guitar, and I kind of wanted to be like them. So I think it started out with just, a lot of rock and roll, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, love Steve Ray Vaughan, love Eric Clapton, and then it became into the kind of George Strait. Just most of my influences became pretty much like obsessions for a while. Mm-hmm. So I think for sure when some of my songwriting got serious, that's probably been about 5 years, probably 5-6 years, where I'm really trying to write songs all the way through, good progressions, good melodies, hearing harmonies, and just trying to hone in on a craft for something that I've loved like my whole life.
Your voice is so recognizable. You are unique. You have your sound. Did you develop that over time? Were you taking vocal lessons? Did it take you a while to figure out that unique sound that you have, or is that just natural? You just did it. That's what it is.
Gosh, I guess I would say the latter, because I am self-taught, and then of course in the recent years I'm doing all the hacks, and I'm trying to become a better singer. I intend to do more because I think I have only scratched the surface of what I am able to do as a singer. And I need to start considering myself more as a singer, because I always hey, I just play guitar, But now I'm doing both, and for you to say that is a really nice compliment, so thank you. It's unique, I guess, right? And I just want to be authentic and become a better singer.
What do you hope that people feel when they hear your music?
Gosh, I hope that they feel something maybe similar in their lifetime as far as an experience that they can relate to. At the end of the day, we can sit up here and hit every chord, every note to a T, but if someone's not feeling what you're doing or they don't find it to be believable, then I don't think it hits the same. When people say to me that, man, that song really reminded me of this in their life, or that song really this, it's like, that's where I feel like I'm winning. A lot of my songs are not, autobiographies, but there's some very, very personal references in many of the lyrics that I write. And I think that just comes from a place of like, well, I went through that and here I am, I'm okay, right? Or it was very much like cathartic for me to write about it so I could move on. Heartbreak or, tragedy or whatever that might be. So I hope they feel it and enjoy the sound of the music at the same time.
Sunrise. It doesn't matter if I'm here and you're there. Baby, I take you everywhere. Should you wake up and look up high and get lost in that great big sky we're looking at.
Your delivery is always very passionate.
I had some former bosses tell me I was passionate, and I always took that as maybe I was bossy. But in music, I think that's probably a pretty good thing, and I think it's leadership qualities, right? So, like, if you have something, believe in yourself, and then sometimes it's validating for somebody to say something nice. I think it just encourages you, and that's very much what Campus JAX has been for me. A lot of support, a lot of encouragement, and like, hey, they believe in you, like you should believe in yourself, and I do. And more than that, I love it. I love music, and I have to do it.
Well, we definitely believe in you. While we're talking about this subject, I was going to ask you, what part of you do you think is going to show up in this album that people may not know about?
I would say a little more of an edgier side. There's a couple songs that I wrote in maybe darker periods of life, a little angry, a little feisty. But I think those are kind of like the kick you in the teeth types of songs where people are like, oh, yeah, like, and they feel it, right? And then, I don't know, I'm a dichotomy. So then some of the other stuff is like real tender about like good moments. So I think that might surprise some people that maybe don't know me as well. But for the people that do know me, they do know I'm passionate. They do know that I'm a very empathetic, loving person. But, I'm also not afraid to like meet somebody in a dark alley.
That's what I love about you. We love this about you. Which song on your album do you feel would be one of those songs that has like the darkest story you have to tell?
Okay. Actually, it's kind of a deep cut, but it's probably one of my favorite ones on the album. And the name of the song is Call Girl. And it stems from one of my favorite movies, which is Pretty Woman. And you think, here you've got this gal who's working the streets, and how did she get there? She's somebody's daughter. She's beautiful. How did she wind up in that part of life? So I just started writing a song about that. Some parallels to where like my own life or friends' lives, where you start going down a wrong path and you're thinking, wow, how did I end up here? My plan was this, or my plan was that. And sometimes you get taken down roads, that you shouldn't have gone down, but it's never too late to kind of correct it, right the ship. My faith in God has been a big part of that in terms of just like staying on the straight and narrow and, making lemonade out of lemons.
I cannot wait to hear that song.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to write that song?
That one, actually, I wrote pretty quickly because I was watching the movie, and then the opening line of that movie was like, hey, girl, what's your dream? Everyone's got a dream. And so I just started with that, and I would say most of it was written in about 20, 25 minutes. And then we ended up putting so many cool instruments on that one.
The person right now, someone who just really, really is going to connect with your music. How would you define that person in your own mind?
I would say my music might be more kind of a middle-aged person, maybe somebody in their 30s. I've been a single mom for a really long time, so I think that might encourage some young ladies, but only if they've kind of had some hardship. When everything's going great in your 20s and 30s, they might not hit the mark for them. That might not touch them. But I just think anybody that has some experiences and kind of came out on the other end better would just appreciate some of the things that I have to say in that regard, because I've lived it.
have to say, I find you very empowering, and I know I'm not the only one. So I have to agree with that assessment. I love that.
Bless you.
Yeah.
And we're not calling ourselves middle-aged, are we?
No, we're young. We're babies. We're still babies.
No, we are. We're absolutely.
We're
just a
full
number.
of experience. Let's just say
yeah.
that. Let's put it that way, which makes us.
Wisdom happens. Yeah, wisdom happens early on in life.
What do you think, or how do you feel it's going to impact the audience with you on stage live with that amazing band?
Fabulous. I can't wait for it. I will say probably just what you actually feel like right in the chest. I mean, when a band gets in and locked in and you see like, you know, of course you're trying to just be on, you know, on key, on tempo, everything else. But once you kind of lock in and you all feel it, then the audience will absolutely feel it. And it's just such a rush. You know, of course there's nerves when you're playing live and so forth. But once you get into that, man, it is a gas and I cannot get enough of it. So these guys are professionals. They're elevating my musicianship. So I really feel like the range of songs that we're going to do and a little bit of some covers, I think people are just going to be happy and smiling and want to tap their feet, maybe even dance. We might be moving some tables around here. So I just hope they feel it straight to the heart because that's how I write. And I'm just trying to be my authentic self. And I think that'll come across. And I think people are going to have a good time.
I just want this foolish thing. This is something we should lean into.
I'm very excited to experience the magic that's going to happen here at your debut album show.
Bless you. I'm delighted. We're going to have a good time. And I'm just so grateful to Campus JAX and for the opportunity. And yeah, let's rock the house.
Did you press any vinyl?
Okay, so I probably will. With the first couple singles that I did vinyl, just a short stack of them or whatnot, just because vinyl's super cool. Obviously, it made a comeback. People have CD players, and it's honestly about like putting the hours and the time into something. You want something physical. You don't want it to be like, hey, where do you stream your music? Which is, I imagine, how most people are going to listen to it. But I just think it's special. I still have a huge CD collection, huge vinyl collection. I probably even have some 8-tracks that were my parents. And I just think keep all mediums of music. I don't know. CDs are still cool, so pick one up.
Yeah, I agree. And for me, I feel like an actual album, an actual LP, that's a rite of passage.
Yeah.
I want to put it on my wall.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those things framed already, and it's just like, wow, it's kind of cool to put a dream to something and then actually see it come to fruition. And this has been about 2 years in the making, and then just trying to hone a craft, and every day I'm just trying to get better and better and better, and I enjoy it. I love it.
I'm assuming you have like maybe your top 3 or 4 female singer-songwriters that influenced you.
Gosh, I love Melissa Etheridge. I love that gritty, like raw voice. Bonnie Raitt, Stevie Nicks, Sheryl Crow. And then I just, I want to be myself too, right? You have influences, but you also can sound like yourself.
What would you say would be one of the main things that people are going to take away from your show when they come here on August 4th?
Well, I promise you're going to get a little bit of everything. You're going to walk away feeling good, smile on your face. I'm going to take you down some ebbs and flows, but I think at the end of the day, we're going to rock, and it's going to be a great time, and you'll be happy that you came.
No doubt. Well, thank you, Shannon Kain, for spending some time with me. It was my pleasure.
Thank you, Kayla Kraemer. Bless you.
Wouldn't be effect without the cause. It's too bad all these lonely hearts gonna keep on bleeding. 'Cause time and again that raw attraction proves misleading. It's tough to stop yourself from believing. By now you ought to know sometimes it's just the way it goes. And I'll be damned that raw attraction ain't misleading.